yelling at me?
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gadain, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow keepers of the dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated. Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by. This is the necropolis of Necrom, perhaps the largest and oldest necropolis in all of Morrowind. For thousands of years, families have interred their revered ancestors in these catacombs. It's my honor to serve as one of the keepers of the dead. Yes, we're a monastic order. We keep the crypts in good repair. We help families make funerary arrangements. And we guide those pilgrims who come to visit their ancestors. We never turned anyone away. Until now. I was with Abbot Ilvel when Prelate Forum arrived. I was barely introduced when the abbot sent me to get tea from the market. I'm worried about the abbot. He's always been kind to me. He and the monks raised me after... Well, I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away, while everyone else is quarantined inside. I think he brought this sickness to the necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. I wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it, but Prelate Forum won't let me inside to see him. Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have no idea. The Lord of Secrets? I hope not. I mean, I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. But trafficking with any Daedra is dangerous business. Everyone knows that. This is the necropolis...
I don't know what's been going on at Necrom Abbey lately, but I've seen a dozen or more pilgrims turned away.
My friend Regbara here was hoping to take a tour of the catacombs.
Have you been inside Necrom's catacombs yet? I've heard such marvelous things about...
Fate must have led you here, friend.
Where's that lay about Brandus? Absent again. Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city. Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus likes to fish.
Necrom.
Don't attract attention. Don't attract attention. Just be subtle.
Selling, buying, trading, right here. That's interesting.
The dead living next
Buying, selling, trading.
She's been here. I can sense it. I thought I saw a cannibal out. That never happened. guards, Connor. Who knows where she'll be sent? Now
Hands off, or I will gut you like the rest. What? Never seen an assassin get put out of work before? You're not one of these third-rate assassins, I can tell. But if you or anyone else puts a hand on... I've been cutting down these mercenaries for the better part of the day. I'm guessing my target knows I'm on to her and has started sending them my way. My associate, Harn Orenby, might know something about it, but I can't bring this heat to him. More like gather information. And if you're offering, I can pay you. Harn usually holds court at the Outlaw's Refuge. He'll be the only one there with bodyguards. Ask him if Raynilla Treveri's been through recently. Got it? Fair warning. Harn might ask you for a favor in return for information. I can pay you back, but you don't get paid until I get paid, and I don't get paid until I find Raynilla. Make sure you get something good. I'll find you after. Well, make it quick, before more of those mercenaries decide to show up. I just can't figure out where I slipped up. Raynilla shouldn't know I was after her. My catches never do. Targets. Bounties. Got fishing on the mind, I suppose. I was planning a trip when I got put on this job. High priority, and the pay was nothing I could pass up. Lucky for the fish. I'm a mercenary, bounty hunter, assassin, whatever gets me paid. Raynilla stole something. Was told I'd know it when I saw it. Research notes to try and gain favor with some rival Telvanni magister, maybe. Tale as old as time in these parts. I think so. I don't know. I was handed the job by my job broker. He let slip that Raynilla used to work for the client, but I didn't stick around to hear much else. It is a time-sensitive job, and I was told to stop Raynilla at any cost. Thought it'd be better to get on her trail sooner rather than later. I don't need to know all the fancy details and motivations. I just need to know enough to get paid. He's one of Necrom's only crime lords, big fish in a small pond, and he knows everybody, so I am certain he knows Raynilla. I've worked for him before. We're not on bad terms, but I wouldn't go to him if I had any other choice. He's chatty, too friendly for my taste, lures people in just so he can get them under his thumb and in his debt. Last time we did business, we didn't see eye to eye on something. Let's leave it at that. What? My story? I tell you to make it quick, and that's what you decide to ask me. Try again. And listen, don't mention me to Harn. It probably won't do you any favors.
I don't feel so good. Should have stayed in bed. I usually have this spot all to myself. Well, you can have it today, stranger. I don't feel up to fishing. Did she? Not the first time the portmaster sent someone to fetch me. But you can tell her I won't be much help today. I fell ill after inspecting the Stormwing when it arrived in the port the other day. Now that you mention it, the air in the lower holds smelled unhealthy. And the passengers kind of gave me a bad feeling, though I can't rightly say why. Look, tell the portmaster I'm sick and can't work today. For once, that's the truth.
My life someday.
May the ancestors hear my prayers.
You again. And without that, well enough to go fishing, but too sick to work. A likely story. Ugh, I should drop everything and go catch him in his lie. Then I'd have a reason to dismiss him and hire a competent assistant. First you shout plague. Then I hear that several of the dock workers who unloaded the Stormwing took ill. Now Randus. All right. Go investigate the Stormwing. If you find anything incriminating, I want to hear about it.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question.
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priest disembarked. Not even a rat.
Probably cultists of some sort. I get that right.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis? An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? I don't. Wait! When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs. Not a terrible lot. I'm not an expert on Daedric studies or anything. I know he's the Daedric Prince of Pestilence, the Blighted Lord, the Master of Tasks. Some believe he isn't a very important prince, but people get sick all the time. People worship all sorts of things. Periite's followers see disease as a blessing. They revel in suffering and spreading plagues. Blightcrown's attendants have pox scars. I should have suspected something when I first met them. I was orphaned at a young age. No other family. Abbot Ilvel took me in and raised me. He's the father I never had. A kind and devout servant of the necropolis, but maybe too trusting. It never occurred to him to question Blightcrown's story. I only have Blightcrown's word about that. I'm not even sure if the abbot and the keepers are really sick. When I returned, the place was already locked tight, and I was ordered to stay at the door and turn pilgrims away. As Prelate Forum, Blightcrown has the authority of the temple. The Necrom Guard would never make a move against a temple prelate or the orders of the abbot. No. We need to get inside and find the abbot ourselves, before it's too late. I'll meet you in the underways. Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor. You go first. No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs. the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall. Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
anything about a
Dane,
fulcrum.
Abbot Ilvel is
Please.
in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul censers in his chamber.
I know nothing of Friar Durdren's tomb.
They ask so
Leave
many
me.
questions. Please, help the others.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel. Blightcrown is with the Abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The Abbot! Destroy that foul censer, friend!
No, Prelate, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdren's tomb. In the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nirn. I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry. Prior Durdren founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivec. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. We know Blightcrown didn't arrive at the necropolis by himself. Prior Durdren established the Keepers of the Dead as a religious order and built this abbey over the ancient necropolis. He lived and died here centuries ago. I don't remember that coming up in any of the abbot's lectures. But Prior Durdren possessed many talents. Legend has it he could command powerful Daedra and resist their lures. And he was given some sort of charge by Lord Vivec personally. I only visited it once, with Abbot Ilvel when I was very young. It's somewhere in the lower catacombs, at the very deepest point in the necropolis. Remember, Blightcrown brought the hidden kindred with him. You might have to fight to get there. The ancestors watch over us. I have faith that in moments of need, my prayers will be answered. Although it certainly helps that the sensors were destroyed and that foul miasma is dissipating. I'll do what I can while you deal with the imposter. Since the founding of Morrowind, Dark Elves have interred their dead in necropolises. Necrom is one of the oldest, maybe the oldest. Here, our people can visit their revered ancestors, seek their guidance, remind them they haven't been forgotten. It depends what you mean by relic. Many families choose to honor their dead by entombing them with trophies or keepsakes. Some of those might be valuable, or dangerous. But no Dark Elf would think of stealing from their ancestors. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdren's tomb is deep inside.
mound to find the rest.
The fulcrum of Skira. Wait. Someone approaches Tovasard. Quick, take the relic!
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Periites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
Anything I can do for you?
To leave
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? You say... Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself... Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions. Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that. Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains. Put a stop. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please? I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead. The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Talk? To me? Of course. Go on, friend.
I'll see you soon.
Mortals, why do you bear the mark of the Great Eye?